move to the third presentation about the Moodle integration, a customized dashboard implementation of the Philippine Tax Academy. It will be presented by Sir Roy Clavantes, the Chief Technical Officer at Nivilo Web Technology Incorporated. He leads the technical team of the company. His proficiency extends to architecting cloud infrastructure and systems development using LAMP stack, network, and IT security. Ladies and gentlemen, may I call on Sir Roy Clavantes.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Actually, I'd like to also inform you that we also invited the PTA people. So we have the PTA officers here and their consultant. And probably they'll also be sharing some insights why we created this dashboard. Now, this dashboard, the intention of this presentation is that we can show to you that if you're using Moodle, it's very easy for us to integrate into the outside system. So that dashboard was actually created by the VLAN, and this dashboard is now integrated to their Moodle. So what does this dashboard can do? Okay, the dashboard, the dashboard right now, what can the dashboard can do? It is a user management. Alam naman natin, we know that Moodle is also user management, but there's really an intention for us to create this type of system to address the challenges that we face with the PTA. So this is a user management dashboard and the enrollment dashboard and monitoring of the progress of each participant. Now, under PTA, actually they are catering service to, I think, 4 agencies, 3 agencies, namely the Bureau of Internal Revenue, the Custom, and the local government finance structure. Okay. But anyway, they're here later, and they're going to sit here in front of you so that you can ask also why is the purpose, why we created a dashboard, what are their future plans for their implementation of this particular project. Now, so the dashboard, the PTA serves as the system administrator of this dashboard. So in this dashboard, they can create an institution. Okay? For example, they want to create an institution for this dashboard like the Bureau of Internal Revenue. So this dashboard can create the institution. Supposing the BIR, okay? So in dashboard, you can also create a, what you call this, a branding. Okay, so why is branding? Because the dashboard, and in other words, in the dashboard, the BIR can now log into this dashboard and manage their own user, which is the BIR employees. So in order also to have their own looks, so we also brand this one. We know that we have a workplace, but just a challenge that we need to create this type of the system. But anyway, so once you create an institution, you can now create a branding for the institution. So supposing, what's the brand? Go to the branding. So you can change the primary color, you can change the background, the page name, the bottom, and even the logo. So do we have a logo there? Not yet. Okay, so you can even change the logo. So later on, you'll be experiencing if a BIR personnel would like to log into that particular system, we can see that's a different tool. Well, anyway, so after creating the institution, we can create an administrator for a particular institution. Okay? So by doing that, all we have to do is just create the user, the system user. Supposing, okay, can we try it? Okay, done. So, okay. So John Doe is an administrator of Bureau of Internal Revenue. So after that, after creating the user, the authentication of the user will be sent to your email for you to complete the authentication process. Okay, after creating that one, so John Doe can go to his email and then get this username assigned by the system. And then he can create a password for his portal. So once created, John Doe now can log in. Can log in to the portal, and you can see it's a different tool. Now, so the dashboard is for the Bureau of Internal Revenue with the logo, and then the administrator of Bureau of Internal Revenue can create the user or can register the user from the BIR personnel. So supposing if you want to add the user name, Paulo Baninas. Okay, Robles. And then this is the email of Robles. So supposing Pablo is the employee of BIR, all you have to do is just add the name or register the name of your employee, and then this employee can also receive an email to complete the authentication to complete the authentication. Okay. So once this particular employee created an authentication credentials, they can now log in to their LMS in learning management system. So this is the username plus before the password that you set during the process of authentication. Okay. And when you log in, now they set some requirements in LMS that you have to complete some of the data needed for you to continue logging in your learning management system. So, there. So automatically, they have now the account in the PTA learning management system. Now, how about the enrollment? Okay. For the enrollment in the dashboard, supposing I'm the BIR, all you have to do is just click the courses. And this course came from the learning management system or the LMS. So you can choose the courses. For example, what particular courses? For example, can you find something like BIR courses? Yeah. Okay. So I choose this particular courses, and the institution like the BIR requests this particular employee to be enrolled on that particular course. And the one with approved for the enrollment will be the super administration of the PTA. So everything with regards to the enrollment, PTA has a full privilege only on who will be enrolled to that particular course. Okay, so once it was requested, the admin of PTA will just log into that dashboard, and they have now a list of requested enrollment, no, to the PTA LMS in a particular course. So the course is custom onboarding course. So once PTA will decide that this particular user or Mr. Robles is definitely should enroll in this course, the PTA will just approve the requested enrollment. Once it is approved, we can go to the LMS, and then in the LMS, that person or that person from the BIR, when he log in, automatically he is now enrolled to the course. So that's our integration to Moodle. So this one is to separate the administration so that the BIR or the custom, they have their own user management, and they have their own enrollment control for each institution. We know that this can be addressed to our workplace, but there are some challenges that we face that we need to create a customized dashboard for them to control enrollment and user management. Aside from that, let me go back. Aside from that, well anyway, aside from that, when we created this dashboard, okay, when we created this dashboard, they have already existing learning management system. So how do we integrate the old data from their old LMS? So we created this function to import all the users from the PTA. Don't worry, sir, because we destroyed already some of the data of this for the sake of data privacy. I will just show to you on how this system works. So once you imported, okay, all the data from Moodle will be transported to this dashboard. Okay, so once the data has been transported, you can even, let's wait for a while. Why it takes long? So once it is imported, well, it takes long because we have more than 8,000 user sampled in our system. Why that much? Because we wanted to mimic the real scenario which the PTA has now that much of data already in their learning management system. Well, once you import the data, in this particular dashboard, you can also monitor the user, you can actually monitor what particular course has been taken by a specific person. So what are the courses? And then in that course, suppose if we try to click yes, that course, I think that's admin. The good courses. Enroll users. Supposing for this particular course, you can view the users and see it was already imported. This data came from Moodle, and you can see the progress and also the average of each user. Okay. So that's how we customize the dashboard integrated to Moodle system. So this is one concept or hook concept that if you're using Moodle, it's really weird. It is doable if you want to integrate to other systems. This is also, I think, one of the um, one of the techniques, one of the technique created by University of Veritas in Indonesia. So they have a lot of integration also, and they also use this particular techniques in how to integrate as well. So that's it. That's the dashboard, and I think it's time for us also to have a panel with the PTA people. If you need more questions, especially when why do we come up with this type of solution, and how can this solution address their challenges in implementing their program in the Philippine Tax Academy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roy Clamantes, for giving us a preview of the customized dashboard for the PTA. Now let me introduce to you the following panelists. We are honored to have an esteemed panelists who are leaders in their respective fields and who bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our discussions. First, we have Ms. Terry Lou L. Panting, the Internal Auditor III. Terry Lou's expertise in auditing and meticulous attention to detail ensures that the practices are both efficient and transparent. Her experience are invaluable to the ongoing efforts to maintain the highest standards of accountability. Next, we are joined by Mr. Jeffrey S. Ledesma, who has 21 years of government experience and 4 years in the private sector as an IT programmer. He is the Information Technology Officer 3 of the Philippine Tax Academy. Next, we have Mr. Melvin M. Julao, an esteemed ICT consultant. Melvin's forward-thinking approach and innovative solutions in information and communications technology are instrumental in driving the Academy's mission to modernize and streamline its operations. Please join me in welcoming our panelists here on stage. Hello, my test. Okay, so for the first set of questions, any one of you can answer. Okay, so you want to? Okay, see.
Just to give a context to just to give context to how the dashboard has been implemented. The Philippine Tax Academy is a GOCC under the Department of Finance. We are mandated to provide trainings for the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Bureau of Customs, Bureau of Local Government Finance, including local treasurers. As for the, based on the law, you cannot be hired for the following bureaus without passing through the Philippine Tax Academy. So that's the tall order. And the total employees of those three bureaus are 30,000 employees. So, and we are a small institution. We are only two. We are only two in doing the PTA, and but then Secretary Dominguez instructed us to implement the PTA, so to professionalize the sector. So nag-isip kami ni Director din na parang anong gagawin natin, dalawa lang kami. And we need to train all those 30,000 employees that's from hire to retire. So, unlike the SUCs, what we call this, parang residency ng students are just 4 years, max na siguro 10. Pero sa atin kasi, kung mag-start yan from hiring ng entry level hanggang mag-retire siya ng 65, yun yung training niya sa amin. So that's the time na yung mga recurring trainings and all the updates ng trainings. So yun yung mandato ng PTA. So we're lucky that before pandemic, we had this na-encounter namin si Moodle, and we are implementing the free version of Moodle. Prior pandemic, we had this, and then pandemic happened. So what we're gonna do, mag-face-to-face. So, and then, so nung nagkaroon kami ng enough budget to do, and then we have our, kasi sa government is heavily regulated. But before ka makapag-implement ng mga information systems, it needs to be endorsed by the DACT. So, pinropose namin siya for implementation sa ISSP. Once it got approved, we hired the PhilWeb to have our dashboard because of reporting side. Kasi ang GOCCs kasi heavily din siya na regulated din by the GCG. So yung performance namin, we are being measured on how many learners we are being trained. So that's why we come up with the dashboard. So for us to easily report real time yung progress ng mga students. So ayun, meron mga nag-propose, a lot of mga mahal na mga courseware na mga nag-present sa amin, but limited nga yung budget, so we cannot afford. So good thing we have Nabila na willing to customize everything for us, that is willing still up to the point na kasi complex yung requirements ng PTA, including the bureaus. So that's why we had that dashboard for us to easily monitor yung learners, at the same time reach wider learners kasi regional ito hanggang Tawi-Tawi, hanggang Sulu lang, sa may BIR, may Cosmos, hanggang may LG, may kailangan ng training for PTA. So that's how we come up with the dashboard for us to easily monitor and deliver quality trainings to our employees. So
Okay, thank you po. Now, so let's proceed to the questions. So can you elaborate on the process involved in conceptualizing and developing a customized dashboard for the Philippine Tax Academy within Moodle? And also, what were the key considerations taken into account during the planning and design phases?
I will answer that question. Thank you very much. Actually, most of the answer were already given by Ms. Terry. However, we always consider in our planning stage the way to maximize the data that were collected or stored in the e-learning management system using the Moodle platform. So we always think of a way on how to easy way to maximize or to analyze, process, and generate rich informations from those data, and then utilize that in our report that to in our processing of data and assessment, conduct of assessment and evaluation of our learners, and also the performance of the academy. So actually, we built that, we were able to conceptualize the design during our crafting of information systems strategic plan, wherein the PTA's technology-driven innovations are illustrated and included in the document.
In addition to Mr. Jeffrey Ledesma, sorry, IDD Chief, there are several key steps were involved during the planning and design phases. Of course, there is the understanding the specific requirement and identifying the features, functionalities, and information that needs to be accessible on the dashboard. We also consider the collaboration with the Customs Institute, LGFI, and BIR. We ensure that the design is intuitive and user-friendly. And we also maximize Moodle's customization options and plugins to come up with an aligned dashboard and may it be responsiveness and also to identify some bugs through feedback from PTA and users. And the key in accomplishing a tailor-fit dashboard solutions while ensuring ease of access and functionality and meeting the Academy's requirements is effective coordination and collaboration between A and Moodle experts, Sir Roy's team. That's all.
Thank you very much, Sir Jude and Sir Jeff. Another question would be, what impact has the implementation of the customized dashboard had on the operations and user experience of the Philippine Tax Academy?
When it comes to our targets to increase the number of learners, we're able to increase that and actually we were able to accomplish beyond our targets for the annual. And then also we were able to, in terms of training delivery, we're able to conduct smoothly the training with the use of the Moodle. And of course, referring to the data that were generated from the Moodle and integrated to the dashboard, we're able to generate information in an easy way.
Okay. Can you share any specific success stories or notable achievements resulting from the integration of this dashboard? My success stories po ba kayo? Or everything? Wow, very good. Everything is a success story. So very helpful talaga yung customized dashboard and the Moodle platform. Okay, next. Were there any significant challenges encountered during the implementation process? And if so, how were they addressed?
I joined the PTA last year, August, and this is my first time to be at the academy or at the academy because I previously worked in the DNR and then in other private sector, and I really need to know or understand how Moodle or e-learning works for us to be able to formulate or conceptualize further improvement with the system. So as a programmer, I always think on how to utilize the data that were being collected by the Moodle. So I think the challenges that I encountered when I joined the PTA is to complete the Moodle training because there are a lot of modules. So I wasn't able, actually until now I wasn't able to accomplish any modules because of busy work like that. But my recommendations or I think advice to all who will use the Moodle, you need to finish all the Moodle trainings.
Indeed, I totally agree that before you were able to train someone or use the Moodle, you also need to learn how to use it and utilize it. So, paano ka maglalagay ng mga materials and everything. Madami nga talagang modules doon. Thank you, sir. Okay, so for the future plans, what are the future plans for further developing or enhancing the Moodle integration and customized dashboard at the Philippine Tax Academy.
Right now, the PTA is in the process of integrating the gender responsive indicators. So we are thinking of modifying or I think revising other or including other informations that we collect during the enrollment process or in the registry or the learners registry, the sex disaggregated data. And of course, we are also in the process of getting our certification from the QMS. So we are now starting our standardizing our forms. So I think with the dashboard, it's very helpful that we can generate the same template to easily generate the reports or any information that we will need.
Okay, so it's an additional information coming from the users. It's like a profiling. Okay, thank you. Another question would be, are there any additional features or functionalities aside from that? Meron po ba? For future iterations or yun ay yung sa profiling?
I think the AI.
The AI.
Yes, AI integration.
Okay, that's exciting. Now, last two questions. How is the security of the integrated system ensured, particularly concerning user data and sensitive information? Especially PTA it's about tax, academy, speed. So, how were you able to integrate that?
We know for a fact that Moodle is housed at AWS Cloud. So we leave it to them, the AWS security guys. Because they have the architected security, the identity access management, network security, and auditing and compliance. So those are the factors involved in the security data in cloud.
Okay, so the partnership between AWS, our platinum sponsor. Okay, thank you. For the last one, can you elaborate on the measures taken to safeguard the integrity and privacy of user information within the dashboard? So within your, outside the AWS, just within your platform.
Ensuring the integrity and privacy of user within systems on Moodle and AWS involves several best practices. Let's delve into some key measures. For example, yung regular update, security fixes, bug fixes, backup and restoration. We also have the privilege access management, the PAM, and then regular conduct of vulnerability assessment, and the most important one is which is discussed earlier, is the data privacy and compliance.
Alright, so those are the questions I have prepared so far. Now let me ask the audience, do you have additional questions or clarifications with our panelists? Were we able to grasp their use case in their academy? Okay, mukhang malinaw naman. So with that, thank you very much. Let us now give the certifications to our panelists. So actually ako, personally, I'm in a institution of a university or school. So it's parang sa akin, it's a wow that I can see, for example, the Philippine Tax Academy is using Moodle, and other workplace. So, pwede rin palang ganon, na hindi lang sa school, but within different organizations or companies. We can find the usefulness of this Moodle platform and also partnership with different, for example, the provider hosting and the partnership also with Nifila. Now let me call in Ma'am Cheryl Villarman to present the certification, with citation reads, Certificate of Appreciation to Mr. Roy Plumantes in grateful recognition for sharing his invaluable knowledge and experience to the participants of the Moodlemoot Philippines 2024, given this 24th day of May 2024, held at Century Park Hotel, Manila. Signed, Ms. Cheryl R. Villarman. Next, Certificate of Appreciation to Ms. Terry Lou Panting in grateful recognition for sharing her invaluable knowledge and experience to the participants of the Moodlemoot Philippines 2024, given this 24th day of May 2024, held at Century Park Hotel, Manila. Signed, Ms. Cheryl R. Villarman. Okay, may I call in Sir Man Pori to give the certificate to be assisted by Ma'am Cheryl. This certificate of appreciation is also given to Mr. Jeffrey Ledesma with the same citation signed by Ms. Cheryl R. Villarman. And another same certificate of appreciation is also given to Mr. Jude Julao, signed Ms. Cheryl R. Villarman. And may I invite our dear speakers to have photo op in front of. Okay, thank you very much. And that ends our breakout.